Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance 3 Kingdoms 12. I'm the mysterious JG. Let's not waste any time here. They probably will be able to keep bringing out reinforcements. I'm not sure quite how this is going to work. Some of this has been highly confusing to me. Go ahead and attack these camps over here, especially with some of our units that are weakened and in danger of getting defeated anyway. I don't think we've got reinforcements waiting. Lu Meng, for example, could be in a bit of trouble. We got Zhu Huang. Launching super assault here. Hoping you guys can just start shooting at them from afar. I don't know, we've got them outnumbered, but it seems like they had more troops in the city, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. I know that I didn't want Zhou Yu directly confronting cavalry like this, so we're not quite where I wanted to be. We've got a gate that's already almost destroyed that we can get to later. No, do not do Grand Flame right now. Oh, he needs more tactical points. Lu Fan has already destroyed a base. Which base is that? Oh, the one that we've been staring at this whole time. Gotcha. No, damn it. Lu Meng, I want to keep you around because of your tactics. So don't get yourself defeated. So he's going for a movable, which is not good for us. And you're just going right back in there. Alright, Lu Meng, get out of there. There's the strategy of experience. I'm kind of hoping to get in there and capture the camp instead of defeating the last of the troops. Or get it to the point where we've just got that camp surrounded so they keep reinforcing and being surrounded. Zhu Huang is about to go down. Here he is, everyone. Zhu Huang has been defeated. The unbeatable Zhu Huang, what a laugh. So I want to avoid the gate that has the defenses and is intact, and go after the gate that is not intact and does not have defenses. I want Zhou Yu to back the fuck off. Matter of fact, I got a couple archer units that should not be leading the charge. Alright, now you attack. Ling Tong and Yu Jin have begun a duel. We'll watch. Hopefully it goes our way. Should be an interesting show regardless. It should go our way. Come, you think you stand a chance against me? God, let us do battle. You're not gonna. You're not gonna kill me and get my son all angry. Oh wait, no, that's Ling Tong. That actually is the son. Ling Cao or Cao is the one who got killed by Gan Ning. Everybody focus. Everybody just kind of stare at the other guy for a couple of rounds. It's Dragon Ball Z style. That was not good for a Yujin's unit's morale. And now Cao Cao is just going to stand and watch. I thought he was going to go after us outside the castle. So I guess it turns out to have been fairly wise to just attack like crazy, even though we had a year to slowly build if we wanted to. You stay here and keep attacking the long guy. Time for strategic aid. Get everyone morale before they... Looks like even Huang Gai is ready to move on here. Lu Jun wants us to charge. I'd love to defeat Cao Cao's unit, or Cao Cao's camp rather than Cao Cao's unit, but I think he's going to prevent that. Oh great, we're just in range of that freaking catapult too. Meanwhile, they're attacking Shochun as I do this, so that's pretty awesome. It is going to take forever to defeat Cao Cao's unit, though. Does anybody have, like, a siege tower? I doubt that we brought anything like that, but... a lot of guys with fire attacks. I guess they would give that to officers who are associated with Chibi and Wu. Cao Cao's out of morale, though. Oh, my reinforcements. I guess I had a unit that wasn't able to fit into battle. Can anybody actually get past him? No, he's completely blocking the entrance. Ooh. Oh, for a minute I thought they could actually get around. They're just off to the side. I'd rather take the camp, because I think that automatically gets us the city. I'm worried if Cao Cao's unit's defeated, he'll have like 40,000 more troops to deploy. Well, if we don't back off of them, we're not gonna... I don't know if we get the city or not by winning this fight against Cao Cao's unit. I think we might. But I know that if we take this base, we get the city. No Lu Su. Bad Lu Su. And he's like, no! Stop it! Come fight me! Of course, this means that now you guys should be able to get in here and attack it as well. And try not to attack Cao Cao. It's like, stop it! Cut it out! I need to be able to retreat from here after I redeploy with new troops. Desperation command! Oh no, he's still gonna get defeated though. Unless Lu Su just goes on like a chase with Cao Cao coming after him. This is becoming a very silly battle. Oh, and Lu Su's unit is in danger of getting defeated. But he's able to heal his own troops. I have to lead him around on a merry chase that doesn't get him too close to those guys, or he will end up getting wiped out and they won't be able to destroy the camp. Destroy enemy gate failed. I destroyed an enemy gate, just not the one you wanted me to, apparently. Base capture. Now is our chance. Attack. So we deliberately didn't finish off Cao Cao, because I figured that would mean we didn't finish off Cao Cao. Amazing, you're ranked first. I'm honored. I did much better than Lu Su, who's playing Keystone Cops with Cao Cao. I ranked question mark? Great minds bring great victory. Thank you for your support, Bartleton James. So we've conquered Jiangling. I need to put officers in charge just in case there's another objective after this. I'll put Chang. Actually, I want Chang Jiang to be in charge, but I doubt she gets to be the actual leader of the city. I guess I was supposed to put use a bunch of shu units, but I didn't because I already had armies deployed and I let them finish it. Not a frontline city against Wei, so that's probably fine. Okay, so now I've got all these armies out in the field. They've got lots of food, I guess. Our last thing we have to do is take on Shou-chun, which we're about to win anyway. Right? Jiangling... That's the final objective. Yeah, so we're about to win. Jiangling, Jiangyang, and Shou-chun. I've got like a year almost to spare. Well, no, 6 months. Wow. I guess I was right I needed to get moving. Because I can't think that I could have done that any faster, and I've actually got less than a year. So, Jiangling, Jiangyang, that was 2 of them, right? And then Shou-chun. Yeah, so when I, and this was about the height of Wu's power, I think. Although I don't remember if they took Shou-chun. And, again, I'm lucky, but sometimes this happens in hero modes. The AI is not programmed to march out of certain cities to defend. So even Guan Ling never really got involved in the battle, you would think. I don't know who that officer is. They don't have very good officers here. Su Yu and Chen Lin. Yeah, these are not like your greatest warriors ever. So we'll watch this finish off. Sun Quan army has conquered Shou-chun. And we'll go through this exercise again just in case. It said final objective, so I think we're done, but just in case. No, we can't separate Cao Cao from her husband. Certainly Huang Gai has earned the chance to do some stuff. He's been a hell of a part of our victory here. And seeing as I don't actually think we're doing anything, that'll be good enough. Your transfer to Shou-chun has been confirmed. I managed to get through the blockade, but just how many men have I lost? That shadow, it couldn't be. That's right, it's me. You made fun of me after I got my butt kicked fighting a Yuan Chao. It's like the only lost unit practically in your whole hero mode. Well, that's not true, but... Guan Yu. Men, you needn't fight. We scarcely stand a chance, exhausted as we are. Doubly so against Guan Yu. So, this is what my pride gets me. There is still a debt of gratitude I have not repaid you. Pass through. You needn't take pity on me. I am prepared to die. I speak no falsehood. At Bai Ma repaid you for saving my life, yet I have not repaid you for letting me through the pass yet. Though if it is a fight at all costs that you wish for, I will oblige. I thank you. I only do what is right. Now, he swore to Zhuge Liang that he would stop Cao Cao, and under martial law, he should have been executed, actually, for this, but in the novel, like, Liu Bei intercedes and says, no, you can't execute him, he's my sworn brother, I beg you, Prime Minister, forgive him. And it's, like, such a bullshit situation. It's like nobody else could have gotten away with this nonsense. You have to think that Guan Yu knew that he was immune from getting executed by Liu Bei's forces. Yet all of my debts to you are cleared. Let us meet next on the battlefield. I cannot understand that this would happen where Guan Yu placed a guard here is obvious in itself. Why would they? And that's one of the questions they raise in the novel. The Zhuge Liang, because it looks like the one big mistake Zhuge Liang makes is he sets up the series of ambushes to capture Cao Cao during his escape, and the final one, where Cao Cao is utterly defeated and there's no way he can escape, is Guan Yu. So did Zhuge Liang make a mistake in letting Cao Cao escape, or did he see some long-term reason that they needed Cao Cao to still be alive to form the Shu Kingdom? So, Zhuge Liang, you know that Sun Quan will grow too powerful should I die here. Irksome arrogance. Curse your failure. Impossible. Why would they let Cao Cao escape? And they don't really... This is like a question that's been raised. It's not usually presented that Zhuge Liang let Cao Cao escape to maintain the, like, Three Kingdoms strategy and the Three Kingdoms plan, and that he felt that Wu would devour Shu if Wei was weakened. But it is something that people have floated, so I guess this game is taking that tact. When pursuing him, Guan Yu repaid his debts and ignored orders, letting our foe go, according to this apology. Blast, I should have known. It was no coincidence that Guan Yu was deployed there. Cursed Zhuge Liang. Calm yourself, Zhou Yu. We still have reversed the tide of battle and claimed victory this day. The danger is past. Yeah, Shu-han was always happy to just rule over Wu. I'm afraid not, my lord. Though Cao Cao will retreat for now, he will be back. I guarantee. Meanwhile, we will have to face Liu Bei as well. And let us not forget that Liu Bei has Zhuge Liang under him. I fear that man. To be painfully honest, my talents cannot match his. Yet he is not someone not someone I cannot defeat. We cannot afford to lose, after all. Until we bring the ambitions of yours, the late Lord Sun Jin and Sun Ce, we cannot rest. Until we bring the ambitions of yours, the late Lord Sun Jin and Sun Ce, we cannot rest. Okay. Right you are, though the problems we face are numerous indeed. Forgive me for worrying you, my lord, yet there is no cause for concern. Allow me to explain the course we will take. Ah, you have a plan already. I always have a plan. Ha 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 ha! Freeze frame! Produced by Alan Sorkin. On the Crimson Cliffs of Chibi did Cao Cao suffer an insurmountable loss, forcing him to retreat. This is the famed Battle of Chibi. This great reversal, brought about by heroic efforts, sent a huge ripple throughout this age of confusion. The bonds formed during this battle, too, brought the realm to a new place of conflict. So there we go. We've cleared another hero mode. And Zhou Yu, despite having won all these super cool battles, claims that he cannot match the genius of Zhuge Liang. Now, I'd already seen these in off-screen action, I guess. So we've got those to view before we do next entering Shu. And although some of these hero modes have been quite short, especially the first one, I'm under the impression we're more than halfway through with them now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that we've cleared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So probably not quite 2/3 of the way through, because I'm thinking these late ones are longer than the early ones. Just to see what the scenario was, I looked at the intro to The Sleeping Dragon Ascends off screen. It is a monster. It looks like Zhuge Liang did not succeed in his northern campaigns, and that's what this is creating. And it is not like Zhuge Liang fighting against the Meng Huo and winning. This is about Zhuge Liang trying to defeat Wei. With Wei as a vastly superior force. So I didn't even try. I just looked at the troop counts of the cities we were attacking. I'm like, this had better be some guided plot stuff where you're not really engaging everybody or you're screwed. Anyway, let's round out the video here. I don't know exactly how much time we've got. We're at the 20-minute mark. So we have time to watch these two before we call it a video. So at 208 was the Grand Battle of Chibi, but in 2011 AD in November was Enmity of the Triumphant Ma. The best surprise is sneak up from behind. Warrior in silver armor, oh shit.
Ma Chao吗？那家伙不是应该在河对岸吗？ 逆贼曹操，我这就为我一族报仇雪恨！不好，马超快到近前了。
He's already here. It's like Marvel's Mark Merrow, Boba.
是我冒犯了，什么？别让他们逃了，给我不断奉剑！
A desiccated boat. Oh, it's a saddle. He uses a saddle to save him. It is not a desiccated boat that saves him, as saved Broken Matt Hardy from Brother Nero. At the final deletion. Ah, I kill you. So yeah, they just do a little like cinematic. See, and this screams of they thought they were going to do more hero modes than they did, or maybe they thought they were going to do them as DLC. When a bunch of DLC scenarios were available for Nobunaga's Ambition, I was really hopeful that they would continue to stagger releases of them, and they kind of didn't. But each one of those takes so long. I did a bunch of DLCs for Nobunaga's Ambition I haven't even played. These hero modes, I would love to see them do more hero modes as DLC, because these are little short, bite-sized adventures. But I don't know that they're going to do that. They seem to just build an entire game and then decide, okay, now that we've got an entire complete game, what portion of the game are we going to charge extra for as DLC? Yeah. I love Koei, I love their games. I'm not going to pretend they don't do that. But yeah, no, this screams of there was going to be some scenario where you actually fight against the Ma clan, and that would be a cinematic in it, but then they didn't end up doing a scenario. They just did the cinematic. But it is a big part of the, well, not a big part, it's a part of the novel. It sometimes ends up being like one battle in the Wei story mode that otherwise isn't considered at all in the Dynasty Warrior games. But I can't remember his name now. Ma Chao's dad, Ma Tang. He did lead an army to attack Cao Cao because he was part of this whole plot line where the emperor smuggled out this note to some of the lords asking them to kill Cao Cao because Cao Cao had usurped power. Like, the emperor was the guest of Cao Cao in Cao Cao's territory, but Cao Cao was actually using him as a pawn, of course. So the emperor put out the command, snuck it out. Liu Bei got it. That's what caused him to flee from Cao Cao and start his own force. Ma Tang received it and attacked Cao Cao and was killed. So Ma Chao basically went nuts looking for revenge and treated his own allies like crap, made enemies out of everybody who had been an ally of his father in his reckless efforts to get revenge. It's kind of ironic that he's portrayed as like Justice Warrior Man in some of the Dynasty Warriors games, considering that. But he was motivated by the desire to exact just revenge on Cao Cao. And he leads this daring raid against Cao Cao's camp, and Cao Cao is terrified of Ma Chao. Not just as like a general, but as a guy who's just gonna like ride into the camp and fucking stab him through the face, just no matter how many troops are between Cao Cao and Ma Chao. But ultimately, superior tactics wins the day, and then Ma Chao and Pang De end up going to serve some of the Gaijang something or other, and again, Cao Cao uses underhanded trickery and he bribes Yang Song to tear up Ma Chao and Pang De's reputation. Pang De marches out trying to save the day. He gets lured into a trap and captured by Wei and ends up joining Cao Cao. Ma Chao had already left to join Shu after being ensnared in plots of Zhuge Liang, and Zhang Yu, or whatever his name is, goes down. So all that happens, and Cao Cao does take over the lands of the Ma clan, which is why Cao Cao basically has the largest force in area and troop count, and controls all of northern China. That's his big campaign after Chibi. After he takes over all of northern China, he kind of settles down a little bit. But we still have to deal with, and this is, of course, at this point, we don't even have Shu. We've got Cao Cao taking over the north, Sun Quan taking over the southeast, and Zhuge Liang is using his wits to keep Liu Bei afloat, but Liu Bei only has 1 or 2 cities. He doesn't have vast tracts of land like the other 2 forces do, which is where the next hero mode comes in. But first, we have to see just Talon Above All. I don't remember what this one is about. I did see it off screen at some point, obviously. Oh, yeah. After defeating Yuan Shao and entering Ye, Cao Cao found a bronze pheasant in the ground which he took as good luck. He had a building constructed at the spot and called it the Pheasant Pavilion. To celebrate its completion, he sponsored a feast there and had his son Cao Ji present an inspiring. Despite his defeat at the Battle of Chibi, Cao Cao's control over Zhang Yuan continued for some time. Yeah, that's a curious one. It's another one of those things that happens in the novel that doesn't really come into play in the video games very often. Cao Cao sees this bronze pheasant, he takes it as a sign, and to commemorate the event, he builds this big pavilion. And I think there's like 2 towers there. Not an allusion to the rings or anything like the one ring rule them all or anything. Or maybe it was just a single tower, the Bronze Pheasant Tower. I thought all that happened earlier because I thought there was a plot line in the novel where, and this was silly. I really didn't like this. They had set up this great battle of wits and wills between Zhuge Liang and Zhou Yu, and the one time where Zhou Yu really comes across as having been totally manipulated and used by Zhuge Liang is where Zhuge Liang reports these rumors about these 2 beautiful girls in Wu that Cao Cao wants to snatch away and take to live in this beautiful, opulent tower he's just constructed for himself. And Zhuge Liang presents it as though he didn't know. Like, Zhou Yu figures out from a couple of clues in this report Zhuge Liang is giving him that he's talking about the Kiao sisters, who, of course, Zhou Yu's wife and Zhou Yu's sister-in-law, that Cao Cao is going to, like, steal them away and make them his concubines, and Zhou Yu becomes enraged. And I really didn't like that, because up until that point, they were always, like, near equals, and nobody in the novel is ever portrayed as being as close to Zhuge Liang's level as Zhou Yu. And then suddenly he just, like, jerks him around like that. So that's why I thought this happened first, because I thought it was the Bronze Pheasant Tower. I might be wrong. But either way, no, the Bronze Pheasant Tower is kind of important in the novel, because it marks a point where Cao Cao had these ambitions to conquer the whole land. He faces this massive defeat at Chibi, and he never again really presses the attack. there's a handful of really big, important battles that follow. Battle of Mount Dingjun is Liu Bei's forces attacking Wei and claiming this area, and they take Hanzhong, and Liu Bei declares himself the king of Hanzhong, which is why I dropped that as a reference, kind of jokingly. And then Hefei, as I recall, there's more than one battle that takes place at Hefei, but I think overall it represented a series of failed attempts by Wu to attack Wei. So Wei loses some ground to Shu, but still not much compared to the massive size of the overall empire. And they fend off attacks by Wu. And then Guan Yu leads an attack against Wei later, and Wei's counterattack, not to mention Wu attacking Guan Yu's base from behind, really sends the novel into its final stages, where the alliance between Shu and Wu breaks down. But overall, Wei is not really going on the attack, and the Bronze Pheasant Tower, to me, represents Cao Cao's like, alright, well, at this point I control about a third of China. I control the biggest and most populous cities in China. I control the ancient capitals of China. Like, he's kind of like, alright, I'm going to start building up an empire. I'm an old man. I'm going to start building some things for people to remember me by after I'm dead, beyond just big piles of corpses. And that's just kind of like Cao Cao's retirement plan. And indeed, like some of the, not just the literary works of Cao Cao, but some of the architectural stuff, some of the changes he made to government administration lived on. Liu Bei, obviously much more of a conservative, because he wants to restore the Han. Cao Cao is kind of making more changes to how the government and stuff works. I'm way off topic, except to say that this little scene here is just basically saying, okay, well, Cao Cao, he built a pavilion, he wrote some poems, he had his son writing poems. He's kind of ready to be done, and there's no further battles in this game where Cao Cao is going to be personally directly involved. He was marching with the troops against Ma Chao rather. Guan Yu is in this big battle against Cao Ren, but Cao Ren's on defense. I guess Cao Cao does march out to avenge Shiha Yuan, but overall, pretty much his military career is over. We shouldn't be seeing very much more of Cao Cao for the rest of this game. And with a fond farewell to Cao Cao, we will also bid a fond farewell to this video and to the Chibi hero mode. When we come back, I'm rather looking forward to this. This is another one. I played a few minutes of this off camera and a few minutes of this off camera. I haven't touched the Guan Yu one. I haven't touched the, well, I can't play the Jiang Wei one. You have to unlock it. And I haven't played the Lu Jun one because you have to unlock it. This one, they gave me one or two objectives, which I thought I'd fulfilled easily, but then it turns out I didn't do them fast enough. So this is another one where it's like, you've got to be lightning fast at everything. But I'm looking forward to controlling Zhang Fei, because he's a very different temperament of officer from anyone else that we've played as so far, except maybe Lu Bu. And we'll be doing that next time. I'm Serious JG. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.